Right. So this is kind of weird for me. This is new for me. I haven't done this before up here this way. So I'm just testing this out at this point. Okay, so I turned the mic off. I think this is for the cam. Okay, comments are here, which is cool. I don't know. I'm trying to learn how to do this thing. I think the last time I've used StreamYard, it didn't even notify people that I was live. So it was like the weirdest thing. So I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna test it out and see. I'm gonna put my computer on silent though. Hmm. Let's see if it shows that I'm up here. So it is showing that I'm up here. That's so weird. I'm gonna click on it. Hold on. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's me. Oh my gosh. Santana, it is. Oh my God. Okay, okay, I can see. Okay, this is live. Yes. Okay, can you hear me? Is like everything good? Because I'm using StreamYard, as you can see. And I'm trying to like get this right because I'm creating a series. It's gonna be like a late night series where you said, okay, I thought I was tripping. No, so I'm creating this series. It's going to be in Bed with Crystal because I do a lot of thinking at night and like script writing and like watching movies and stuff. And sometimes I don't go to bed till like 3 o'clock. So I'm like, you know what? I can create my tiers to be kind of like a late night thing because YouTube has this thing where they're like, we need you to start your membership tiers, so you need to start coming up with ideas. I'm like, I mean, I guess I can make it like one of those things where I could just kind of be quirky in bed and whatever. He said, yeah, except there's a spring background. I don't know if it was intentional. Yeah, I like the spring background. I did that purposely because I wanted to have the background of my pink room, but because I'm new to this whole, you know, thing of StreamYard, they're like, yeah, we need $20. Bro, I just started. Like, there's no free trial or whatnot. So I'm just learning. I mean, I can take it away, but I don't know. I think it looks weird. Oh, you said, oh, right, right. I mean, I could take it away. I guess it's giving auntie, huh? Hold on. How did I do it? See, this is what happens when you start messing with stuff. I think it's right here. Hold on. Um, this one's just black. You do summer. I mean, I can take it away. It's not a big deal. I don't know how to take it away. How do you take it away? Auntie lost. Stop playing with me. What's this one? Santana, it's your fault. I'm blaming you because I have no idea what I'm doing now. Welcome. I'm not even welcoming nobody no more. This is so ghetto. This is ghetto. All right, I'm about to stop playing with this. Oh my God. What am I doing? Okay, Santana, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not messing with it no more. Okay, so like I said, hi Dominique. Welcome in. Y'all, I'm in the lead. Let me go check it out. Let me go check it out. Thank y'all so much for voting for me, by the way. I love y'all so much. Like seriously. All right, let me see. I'm currently at 665 votes. Let me see. Cause like the girls are fighting. Okay, they're fighting for their lives. And I'm here for it. Let's see. I'm currently still in first place. I am still in first place, y'all. Now there's this girl named Peyton, honey. She right behind me though. We neck and neck. So I'm gonna come up here every day dry begging until y'all get tired of me. You said nice PJs, you need to win. Thank you, Dominique. Okay, that's right, because God knows my struggle. He sees me. I mean, it's gonna get paid regardless, but still, I know my husband will be real happy for that extra $1,000. Child, he was so over it. He was like, "How much you got left?" So I sent him the little the what is it called? I made an Excel spreadsheet. He was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, it's not really $10,000. It's more like nine if I win the $1,000 scholarship." My friend was like, "Girl, shut up." Okay. All right. So I came up here to see if I can find this movie because we're gonna do a little bit of script writing together. Um, so I came up with this wonderful idea. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all because I don't know if I can. Let's see. Um, let's see. Actually, yeah, I can. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. All right, so we're just gonna brainstorm. There's only two of us in here, probably one now, I don't know. But that's okay because I don't need a whole bunch of people in here when I'm getting ready to like brainstorm my new script idea. I'm just giving you a synopsis. Actually, what can you give me the synopsis of the script idea I came up with it. I did not have ChatGPT come up with it because I feel like that's taken away from the originality of my show. So this is my idea, but I do utilize ChatGPT as a tool to get my point across to people because when you're a creative you have all these thoughts and like when you're saying it doesn't come out coherently for others to understand. So I'm utilizing ChatGPT so y'all can understand like where I'm going with this. Okay, Santana, you said true. Can you give me the synopsis of the script idea I came up with for the Heavenly Help Desk? I am trying to explain it to people watching live. All right, so y'all ready for this? This is like amazing. This is my baby. The crazy part is if you've been keeping up with the Heavenly Help Desk from the beginning, you can see this is kind of like a theology, like a sci-fi theology. The first episode, if you go back to my first ever episode, which was like over a year or something ago, I started off my first episode in the future. I was an angel way in the future, like so far into the future that humans were already connecting with God, which is why I came into play because they were calling up directly to heaven because they have that access now. Like the first phone call that I took, I was talking to a robot and I talked to an earthling that was married to a robot. So like I already had my own lexicon. Like I had the money was called quantum currency. Like I had a whole lexicon that I posted up, but because it was so forward thinking and so sci-fi-ish, I think that people wasn't paying attention to it because it just made their brains hurt. So what I did for the past year was dumb down my show, which I feel like suppressed me because I mean, people like quick, fast, things that they just want to laugh at quickly within 15 seconds to 30 seconds. And if you're not giving them a quick hit in their adrenaline, then they get bored. But I actually create movies in my head. I create pieces. I create sci-fi series like Star Wars, and I can't help it. So now that Gabriella has went to Mars, I'm tapping back into this, theology series that I created in the beginning. So this is basically, I'm just giving you a synopsis of it. Okay. Um, I don't know if I should turn it into a book first or just keep going forward. I think I'll keep going forward with my series and just kind of, see where God can take me and whatever my iPhone can capture, it's just gonna have to work out. It's me and my glue gun against the world. All right. So basically, Heavenly Help Desk is my comedy series set in the future. It's kind of like Star Wars, The Office, and the Bible had a baby. I play Gabriella, an angel sent by God all the way to Mars. to bring Christianity to a planet run by Martians and robots. The Martians are super smart, but they're also greedy and power hungry. And they worship these weird glowing rocks that they think give them power and hope. As you can see, that's from my last episode. If you watched the last episode, remember I said magic rocks. Okay. Turns out these rocks are actually dropped off by humans called Mesla, basically kind of like a play up on Tesla, hint hint, who wants robots on Mars to slowly become sentient. Meanwhile, the Martians are basically using the robots as servants and keeping them from getting too many rocks because if the robots get too powerful, they could overthrow the Martian Council. But the rocks also make the robots start to think and question things, and some of them have formed little secret societies because they're curious about feelings and God. So I, Gabriella, take calls from Martians and robots trying to figure out life, and I also break the fourth wall like The Office, a little confessional moment. It's funny, it's weird, it has theological moments and sci-fi, but it's really just me exploring how faith would look on another planet full of political tension, greed, and machines trying to find a soul. That's pretty much it. That's where the Heavenly Help Desk is going forward. And I feel like the show needed a protagonist and an antagonist anyways, because when you always have someone that's always so positive, it really gets boring. And that was the thing about the Heavenly Help Desk, which is why I was always kind of getting drained with the show, was because I always had to be positive. Think about it. I'm in heaven. I'm an angel. I can't give out feelings of jealousy. I can't give out feelings of anger. I can't give out feelings of wanting to really discover what it is outside of being an angel because I'm in heaven. That's like the place of like euphoria. Like you've reached that pinnacle. So I can't really do that. But if I'm on another planet where they have Martians who don't really have any type of theology, they don't have any type of religion, they don't have any type of structure about God or a higher power, and there's robots that are wanting to be sentient, like they've heard about these humans, they heard about, like there's these feelings that they heard about a higher power and they want to experience that. Me as the perfect angel as I am, I could go there and I can bring my light to this greed, this, destruction, this feeling of loss and despair, and I can still show those emotions on camera. I can play different characters, but I'm not tampering with the image of an angel, the image of God, the image of pureness, the image of happiness, the image of euphoria, the image of this is the highest peak of when you make it to the other side with God, you don't experience said thing. So I needed that aspect. And I could have did that if I did a hell's reception, but then I don't want to tie it into me always having like demonic phone calls and like dressing up as a devil. Like that's just so, I feel like it's just so minuscule of an idea of where I'm at that I want to have literally angels, Martians, robots. Oh my. Like literally it's just a sci-fi just baby, but it still has roots of, theology in it. So I know I sound like quite a dork, but this is where we're going with it. And then the thing is, I also want to add in aspects of like true scientific facts, like real things about Mars, real things about, robots, like possibilities of can robots become sentient one day. Like, so although I'm adding it into the show as a joke, as to be funny, or just like parts where, people don't really take it as serious, but they're like, wait, if I really look it up, this is actually true. This is actually something that could possibly happen. Hi. This is actually something that could possibly happen. So, um, I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with the show that they did not bring back for another season, which I'm still mad about that, but it's called The Man That Fell to Earth. Y'all have to y'all have to like look it up, okay? Let me see where The Man That Fell to Earth is. The Man Who Fell to Earth. Let me see if they have it. So they had it up on Netflix for free and then they took it off. This is the newer one, not the older one. I haven't even watched the older one, so I bet it's still pretty good. Um, they have it on Amazon for $27. But let's see if they have it where you can like rent it. Hold on, let's see. And Rotten Tomatoes only rated it for a 79%, which is, oh, is that the older one? Okay, we need the newer one. What did Rotten Tomatoes rate it? 2022. 2022. Let's see. You said you type fast. Oh, you think so? um, let's see what Rotten Tomatoes put it as. Let's see. Hmm. I can't see our rating system for, oh, here we go. By the way, I did a whole like YouTube series on like how Rotten Tomatoes actually critiques their movies, and it's totally different than what you think it is. So currently it's at 87%, which is like certified fresh, so it's actually pretty good. But I say it's 100% because they have so many, like this is what it looks like. I wish I had the platinum version for y'all so I could just click on the screen, but yeah, no. So it looks like this. Is this African? I don't know if he is even African, but yeah, these are the people. So pretty cool. I say you should definitely think about watching it if you're into movies that make you think. Santana, I think you would like it. It's totally worth whatever amount they say. It's honestly, I think I probably will watch it again because it really made me think like, bro, whoever wrote this script, they had to have real scientists on deck. They had to have real like mathematicians on deck because they were doing real mathematical problems. They were talking about like quantum physics and like it's a whole show, but it's just like you had to have real scientists in this show to even put together these thoughts, like possibilities of like being in one place and like jumping to the next place. Like the things they were saying, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I Googled that, that is probably a possible theory that is actually real. So that's what I want to incorporate into my show is I want to incorporate real theories and I want to incorporate real facts and it could be funny, but also I want it to be something that makes people think. And I think I'd dumb myself down before, um, because I was so worried about catching a viral moment. You said, or the science can explain itself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it makes it makes you kind of like think, I like stuff I want to laugh, but I also want to think too, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I want to laugh. That's hilarious. Great. But wait, is that a possibility that could like be true? Like that was hilarious, but wait, what? Or like it's so smart, like I'm laughing because I get the gist of what they're saying, but then I have to go like Google it. Like, wait, what did that even really mean? Like I know it was supposed to be something funny, but I think there's something there that I fully don't comprehend. And then you find out you're like, did I just learn about like robots or something? Did I just learn about a system software? And I laughed about it. You said, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah. So I'm up right now. Oh, my leg, sorry. I'm up right now trying to put together this script. It's a start for me because I haven't wrote a script in like a real script maybe in like 4 years. And I mean like a real script. Last time I put together a real script I was actually in production. Like I had real videographers, I had people that I did casting calls. I had locations for buildings that were rented out. I was finding people that own businesses that were allowing me to use their spaces, like office spaces for office scenes. I did casting calls there. I did callbacks there. I had people that, would do the boom mics. Like I needed somebody to hold my boom mic. Like I literally had a whole team, and I discontinued that show because that was when I was living in more sinful life, if that makes sense. Like it was called Dear Crystle's Dear Diary, but I was cursing, I was, working in the club. I was in a different realm of life, but now that I'm saved, and I'm trying to be sanctified, but let me tell you, it's not every day. It's a decision to wake up and be a sanctified person. Wake up and make the right choice and not go back down the path. It's so easy to fall down that. So you have to wake up every day and say, okay, God, today's the day that I am going to again make that choice to be with you in a world full of sin and lust and opportunities to progress by not doing the right thing. I'm making that honest decision to stick with you. So, anywho's, I say all that to say I had to discontinue the show because I feel like if I was to continue making it, yeah, I was making progress. Let me tell you something, and I'm not lying, and I'm not saying this to my own horn, but within that year of me making the show, I and yes, it was because, I was doing other things. I was networking with different people. But within that year of me making that show, it was a comedy show. I met Dave Chappelle in person in LA. I was at a private party at his house. I didn't even know how I got there. I was in a room with all the comedians, all the greats. Let me tell you, people in Hollywood and LA work so hard years and years and years to be in the room that I was in. I'm literally this close to like Tiffany Haddish, and she's just talking to me. And I mean, I literally feel the spit from her mouth like hitting my face. And she's like, girl, what I'm working on, we both going to be rich. Because I was in a space where if you're in this space, you have to be doing something, or you have to know somebody, or you have to be in the industry. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but you know what? She was like really in her feels about it. So I was like, yes, girl, we are both gonna Brianna. Hey. I was like, yes, girl, we both gonna make it. Yes, queen. I've seen so many comedians come in and out. What's the one guy that be wearing leather pants all the time? That one comedian, he was in there. He was cool. He just, let me tell you, like, it was just a chill vibe. Like, I'm pretty sure other comedians came in, but because I was in that scenery in life, I was so tired. Yes, I was drinking. Yes, I was like, I wasn't doing any drugs or anything, but I was drinking. So I just wanted to find a corner, and it was dark. So I just wanted to find a corner and chill. But the fact that I was in that scenery, I feel like it was kind of fast for me, especially I had just started writing that year, writing scripts that year. But I'm not taking away from my talent because, first of all, you said Tiffany is hot. um, I also was in the studio. I was rapping, so I was. Santana said so. Um, I was rapping, so not only was I writing the scripts, acting in it, doing the casting calls, holding these, auditions and callbacks and stuff. I also was in the studio creating my own tracks because I didn't want to get copyright infringement for using someone else's raps. So I was in the studio rapping like real ghetto stuff too. It was real hood, real ghetto miss, real urban like, and I was using that as my music. I even had my own jingles. Like I was not playing. I had graphic designers that I would have like I need it to look like me. I need to be writing in the diary. I need to be standing here. I need you to create a piece for me so I can post it because I don't want to get copyright infringement on nothing. I wanted everything. I even had them in the studio making the beats for me. I was in there making the beats. All right, bet. I'm not going to get copyright infringement because I made the beat and I rapped on the song. Perfect. Like I was not playing no games. So I know how to do the work. It's just I've been dumbing myself down for so long because, everything's so quick, fast. People's attention spans aren't really there no more. You said men are always in my business, always got something to say, probably don't even have a job. Are you trying to be funny? What you talking about? Don't be acting like the Martians now. No, we got to be nice here. What you talking about? What y'all talking about? Yeah, them shorts. And that's the thing. Like, I've noticed, like, I'll post the full length video. Like the Heavenly Help Desk, I'll post a full length video because everything is kind of about. Don't do that. Santana is. He just said that she was so. Come on, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, you guys. Let's be nice. I'm about to delete this comment. You gotta be nice, okay? I'm gonna remove it. Be nice, okay? Let's try again. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, the thing about it is I put it in the shorts and good night. So yeah, so I put it in the shorts and then the thing is people don't watch it. People don't watch it, but next thing you know, if I cut it out into like a little 60-second short, all of a sudden it gets plays. Why? Because the attention span's not there. So then I'm thinking like, should I make it into a book series? Because that's kind of where it's at nowadays is books. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let's do some hypotheticals. Yeah. So, question. If I turn this into a book series, could I do both? Or would that mess up the book series? Oh, I just had an idea. I just had an idea. Or can I turn them into plays like William Shakespeare or the modernized urban playwright Tyler Perry? I think I might be onto something. Let's see. Let's see what she says. She says, "Oh my God, what a fantastic visionary question." And yes, you can completely, absolutely do all of that. In fact, many of the most famous stories in history have lived in multiple formats at once, and even often make them even richer and more marketable. So she said, let's break down for you in simple terms. Okay. See, this is how you utilize ChatGPT as a tool. Okay. Like it can help you brainstorm many things. So don't be afraid of it, people. All right. Turning it into a book series. You can absolutely write the Heavenly Help Desk as a novel series or a novella series. A novella series. Each book can focus on different arcs like the Martians, rock economy, the robots starting secret prayer clubs, or Gabriella uncovering Messler's real plan. Your confessional style could become Gabriella's journals to God, giving the office style fourth wall just on paper. Hmm. It wouldn't mess up the show. If anything, the books would add depth, explain a backstory, or show scenes you can't afford to film. It builds a whole universe like Star Wars, Marvel, or even the Chronicles of Narnia, which were books first, but expanded to movies and plays. Turning it into a play or stage production. You could also adapt it into a stage play like Shakespeare or Tyler Perry. Gabriella could deliver monologues directly to the audience, like breaking the fourth wall, or stage. And the Martians and robots could be played by actors in handmade costumes, actually makes the humor and satire pop even more in person. Tyler Perry literally built his empire by taking a small stage plays and then adapting them to movies. You could do that too. Why it works perfectly for multiple formats. Your story is flexible, is comedic with strong dialogue, perfect for stage, is philosophical with inner thoughts, perfect for books, and is visually quirky and smart, perfect for screen. So it actually enriches each version to exist side by side. Fans of the books would come watch the plays, and fans of the plays would watch your YouTube series, and fans of your YouTube would buy your book. So, short answer, you can do both a book series and a live show, or plays or films that would make great storytellers, build empires. Your universe is robust enough for it. Hmm. So, what do y'all think? You think it's a good idea? Okay, so let's brainstorm. I'm thinking I could write a series, kind of like a manga, you know? Okay, so give me an example of how I would create said YouTube series and books without releasing too much info in the series. But then it's just like you said, premium. Hmm. What you mean, Santana? Give me a little bit of more context. You're thinking like a multi-platform creator. That's exactly how people build real intellectual properties. That's what I'm trying to do one day. Here's how you can create your YouTube series and book series without giving away everything in the video so that each stands on its own and still makes people want to buy the books. So for your YouTube series, um, it can focus on funny day-to-day episodes. Gabriella takes odd calls at the Heavenly Help Desk, short confessional monologues about Martians, rocks, and robots. Same format, different writing. It's an actual great, hold on, I gotta see, it's an actual great idea. Same format, different writing. Santana, I think we're brainstorming here. I think we are. Like how Harry Potter was a book and made into a movie, like Star Wars too. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Santana. Okay, so the thing is, I'm just trying to figure out because I feel like I already have the movie. You know, me creating the Heavenly Help Desk is kind of like the movie already. So now I need to like scale back. But see, I haven't really put too much information out there yet. You know, like, yeah, I think we have like, I don't know, 16 episodes. I've created 16 episodes of the Heavenly Help Desk, but because I've been having to break them down in short so people can just, you know, keep their attention span going, they haven't really appreciated the full series in its entirety. There's so many things that people have missed, you know? Yeah, I should definitely put it into the writing, really. So if people really want to know like a backstory and a true understanding of Gabriella, yeah, because it can be a whole thing. And I keep tying it to this title. And if I hear somebody with it, I know you stole it from here, okay? Like every script you act. Facts. I definitely will be in there. But now I'm kind of like tying it into like this transmedia thing that I talked about last night on live, where maybe I'll keep the YouTube series, The Heavenly Help Desk, but the book will be called Angels, Martians, and Robots. Oh my. You know? Because then it's kind of like, okay, so now we're getting like a backstory about the Heavenly Help Desk because Gabriella is on this mission on Mars. Because eventually she can end up going to Venus. She can go to like a weirder planet. She can go to a different dimension. Like, but it still ties into the Heavenly Help Desk, but just in a different aspect. A spinoff linking to the show. Exactly. I like that too. Oh, there's so many ideas in ton of my brain. Oh, I like it. I really like it. So let me write this in here. Okay, so me and Santana, you hear that? Santana, your name has gone into my ChatGPT, which means now she knows who you are. Me and Santana brainstormed sticking with the Heavenly Help Desk as a series where I keep it casual, fun, and not too difficult. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too difficult for people. Again, as you can see, like I said, people's attention spans are so short, honey, that it's like a squirrel. On to the next. All right, so where I keep it casual, fun, and not too difficult. But then the book series will be called Angels. Mind you, again, if I hear this name, that means somebody stole it because I thought about this name a while ago and I've been sending it to my husband ever since. So this is probably going to be the actual like title for the book series. Angels, Martians, and Robots. Oh my. Like lion, tigers, bears. Um that will give a backstory about Gabriella going on these missions to other planets, universes, etc., spreading the word of God. So she's like an intergalactic missionary. Intergalactic missionary. So that leaves up so many realms for her to travel in. It's giving multiple books, it's giving multiple series. Okay. We're not just confined to Mars. Okay. Because it literally says Martians, or it could be, it doesn't even have to be Martians. It can be angels, aliens, robots, because then if it's an alien, you don't really know what planet it's on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that. All right. So the book series, Angels, Aliens, and Robots. Oh my, is your deep dive. It's like the origin story plus real sci-fi pick. Or each one back is a different planet. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Each series will be like a different planet or a different dimension or a different time frame or whatever the case may be. We're somewhere different, okay? Like we can literally even be living inside of, I don't know, a VR system, like the metaverse. Like you just never know where it's going to take you. But wherever Gabriella is, she's spreading the word of God, and she's fighting all kind of craziness. She's fighting, cyber attacks. She's fighting Martians and aliens and robots and sentient hybrid human beings. Like she's doing a lot, but she's still, on her mission. All right, so it explores how society reacts to Christ in their own flawed, fascinating ways. And this helps you explore theology, politics, and even dark humor. And your fans from the show will read to see the bigger, more profound story. Okay, I like that. So, how to frame it. When you're explaining it live or even on your website, you can literally say, so, Heavenly Help Desk is just my light, fun little series where Gabriella's taking ridiculous calls from Martians and robots. It's a cosmic comedy, but my book series is called Angels, Aliens, and Robots. Oh my. And that's where I go deeper. It's about Gabriella as an intergalactic missionary traveling to different planets and civilizations, trying to spread the word of God. Each place is totally different, their own cultures, moral failures, weird religions, crazy tech. So, it's both funny and serious. The show is a sitcom. The books are the epic. Ooh, the show is the sitcom. The books are the epic. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here for that. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, yes, let's. And again, I am not going to have ChatGPT draft up my ideas because then I just feel like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? To, I have just so many thoughts. Like my brain is so filled to the brim with thoughts. I don't need ChatGPT to write anything for me. Once I get started, I'm started. Like right now, I'm started. Let me tell you, I got started just from putting out there that little 4 minute Heavenly Help Desk. By the way, it took me about 30 minutes to film. Just just that 4 minute segment took me 30 minutes. I had to suppress 30 minutes of footage down into 3 minutes and 55 seconds. So anywho's, I had so much stuff. When I created that, I did it on improv. When I tell you that, sorry, when I tell you that I have not wrote a script, it's because I've been improving. Every episode you see besides the first one, I have been improving on the spot. Lights, camera, action, press record, let's go. Let's improv. Yes, I will prompt Yako because, he's not as versed as me when it comes to like improv, but he does pretty good. So, where's my necklace at? Oh, you said, and it's great. Thank you, Santana. So, when I filmed that 2 days ago, let me tell you, the whole rock thing, I made that up on the spot. And then I thought about it today. I was like, you know what? How could I grow these magic rocks into something? I need a protagonist and an antagonist. And I can turn this into a whole thing. I can turn this into like back to what I originally wanted it to be, which is like I want like spaceships and I want like Martians, with like helmets on. Like I want to be so weird and I just want to have a reason to dress up like an alien, really for real, or like an angel or like a robot. I really do. Honestly, I'm just at this point in my life where I'm weird and I like it, but I really need an excuse to do it. So if people see me, they're like, oh, well, she's like a playwright and a script writer and she's like a movie producer. So, she's quirky. Perfect. I can get away with being dressed weird today, and no one can stop me. I just come to the idea that I'm a bit peculiar. Oh well. And that's why I realize I just kind of don't get along with a lot of people. You said, and that's why Star Wars is what it is. Okay, because people get it and any sci-fi. Like, bro, I'm like the biggest sci-fi nerd. And if I can't pull up like the like what is it? It was a TikTok. It was like if I can't pull up and be peculiar, don't send me the invite. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a force to be reckoned with and I will not stop my whimsy. Like you cannot stop me from being whimsical, bro. Like now I'm gonna feel awkward and I'm gonna want to leave because I can't be myself here. You guys are too vanilla for me. Weirdos. Okay, and have fun doing it. Like life is so much better. So yeah, I'm about it. I always thought I wanted to be like some serious lawyer and, you know, a judge or something. Like, yes, I'm going to get this degree and I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm going to be serious and stern like a JAG officer and people will respect me. But that didn't work out. I don't know why, but it's okay. Probably because number one, I cry very easily. And number two, I just can't put the hammer down on people. I'm just not the hammer Stanley. You know what? Maybe he didn't mean it, Your Honor. Give him a second million chance, okay? People make mistakes. God said 7,000 times 70,000. That's how many times you forgive the people. And then they'll be like, ma'am, you no longer have a license. Okay. You have lost every case just because you have tried to win people over with the good word. And this is not how we do. We don't play fair. Maybe try doing something else, like, I don't know, being a motivational speaker at a TED Talk or something. Okay. And then I become a motivational speaker at a TED Talk, and then I start talking about aliens and stuff. They're gonna cut my mic so quick. Oh my God. She seemed so sane. And like, what? I did not know she wrote about this. Like, that was not the script she gave us. Surprise, surprise. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna check it again. Let me tell you, I'm gonna keep coming up here dry begging y'all to vote for me because I need it. Oh my God, somebody else voted for me. I love y'all. Thank you so much for voting for me. If you haven't voted for me yet, please go to the link in my bio or all the other shorts that I created dry begging. You'll see me like this. It's called my cutie patootie face. It's kind of like maybe if I'm like extra cute, like they're like, oh my God, what is this cutie wanting? Let's click on the video. Oh, she needs a little vote. Okay, fine. I'll give her a vote. And she had her sweet little voice. Thank you. I'm just a girl. Like a jack in the box. Yeah. I pop out and surprise them. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Mind y'all, I have not worked out in 3 days. So right now I'm feeling like a ooga beluga. What is a ooga beluga? I just be making up words. Ooga beluga. Let me see what's a ooga beluga. Ew! I am not a ooga booga. Well, it's close enough. It's like a little. Oh my God! It's a caveman. I am not a caveman. It's like a ape, like caveman. No, I just called myself a offensive ethnic slur. Oh my God, that needs to get out of my vocabulary expeditiously. That's from a cartoon. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now and it looks absolutely horrifying. Beluga. I think I meant to say beluga. A beluga whale. I feel like a beluga whale. Oh my God. You know how many times I've said ooga beluga or ooga booga? Why is that even in my vocabulary? That's crazy. Speaking of dolphins, my friends was telling me that dolphins be out here running trains on other dolphins. And I just want to know, is that true? So I'm about to look that up. Dolphins, other dolphins. They look so cute. That's what I heard. That's what my friend was telling. It's true. They are little giant, little starts with the R and rhymes with papist. It's true. It's actual fact. They they slape their females of species. I'm flabbergasted. Wow. They isolate her and then violently mate with her for several weeks. And they don't mind groping humans. That I have heard. Oh my God. Demi Moore said one of the male dolphins took a liking to her and even made advances at her. You said I'm not looking at dolphins the same. Me neither. Ew. Oh my god. Their their private parts are made to, like, they can grab you. Let's just say that. They have a private part that actually can grab. That's how they're able to get a hold of humans. I'm scared. There's a video of one of them using a decapitated fish to, let's just say, satisfy himself. I'm sorry, what? They kill their baby offspring because, or like neighboring offspring, because they resemble their own offspring. They do it for sport, by the way. It's fun for them. And then they will off their own children so they can mate with the mother. So the female dolphin loses interest in the newborns so they can mate with the male instead. So because the mom is giving attention to the baby dolphins, the male dolphin gets jealous and decides to off the newborn dolphin because he wants to get it on. You said I want to cry. I don't know how to. Bro, I'm just like I'm flabbergasted. And then dolphins can go without sleep. This is the last fact. Dolphins can go without sleep for days. So when you think that they're probably sleeping, they're probably half awake. I That's enough facts for the day. So that's the facts for the day. I like to come with some facts and some useful information, every time I get up here that we can just like talk about and engage. And I'm appalled. Yeah, that's appalling for me. Yikes. Okay. Well, maybe in one of the trilogies I can write about dolphins, a dolphin planet. I think that was more torture than facts. I'm sorry, Santana. Better keep an eye out for them dolphins, though. It's like, aren't you out there in Florida? Don't y'all have dolphins? I think there's going to be a dolphin planet in this trilogy. Ooh, Gabriella has her workout for her. Gotta stay away from them dolphins, girl. Oh, okay. So I'll start working upon that. If they had legs, I'll be petrified. Yeah, they're definitely going to have legs in my trilogy. Let me write this in here. Also, I just read about dolphins. Why did I feel like I saw a movie that had a dolphin planet? I'm about to ask ChatGPT. Sadly, yes, but I ain't close to the beach. I live on the beach and we have dead baby dolphins that pop up all the time. And now all I can think about is, did your daddy do that? That's sad. Okay. Also, I just read about dolphins. What if I had a dolphin? Oh, Gabriella can go under the sea like the Little Mermaid and go to the dolphin planet. I mean, that's considered aliens, right? Dolphin planet underwater. Also, wasn't there a series about this? I'm about to find out. Ayana be hyping me up. She said, "Girl, yes, that's brilliant and absolutely on brand for your universe." She said, "And yes, there have been multiple series with underwater planets and intelligent marine life, but not none quite like what you're doing. You're doing an intergalactic missionary story. Uh, your dolphin planet idea. Imagine Gabriella sent to a planet completely underwater, populated by hyper intelligent dolphins or aquatic creatures who communicate in echolocation hymns, have underwater crystal churches, or even think God is a giant cosmic whale. And perfect. It's perfect for your book series, Angels, Martians, and Robots. Oh my, because you're already taking Gabriella to different planets and cultures. It gives you whole metaphorical way to explore faith. Dolphins might add value, community, and strong song are current as sacred. Also, perfect for showing misunderstandings. They could think Gabriella is a type of giant flying fish sent to disturb their tides of destiny. I mean, I'm onto something here. About the other series, here we go. There have been some shows involving intelligent dolphins, underwater societies, or dolphin like aliens. For example, Sequest 1993 1996 had a talking dolphin in a futuristic underwater ship. I'm going to have to look that up. Star Trek brought up whales as hyper intelligent species communicating across stars. Ooh, I'm going to have to look that up. This is the one, I think this is the one that I saw. Rick and Morty and Futurama have spoofed dolphins or mermaid worlds. I think it was Futurama that I saw with the dolphin one. I'm pretty sure it was Futurama because I watched Futurama. And then tons of sci-fi books explore aquatic alien species. David Byrne's Uplift series is famous for uplifted dolphins, but your twist, a dolphin planet visited by a Christian missionary angel, is totally original. It gives you another stunning world to explore for your books. So, I mean, we're on to something. She even gave me a story, a possible short example of a storyline. So she said, imagine this line in your books. The dolphins of Aquila sang in haunting, spiral hymns that wrapped around Gabriella like cathedral walls made of sound. They believed each bubble they exhaled carried a prayer to the great current. The name for their god, Gabriella wondered with a worry smile if perhaps they weren't so wrong. Yeah, don't like that line because they are wrong, honey bunny. But yeah, we got something going there. You said definitely original throughout. Thank you, Santana. Yeah, I definitely got to get writing on this script because let me tell you one thing. What was it that Michael Jackson said about Prince? I'm about to look it up. And yes, I know I retwist my hair and twist it. I retwist it and twist it. I'm just addicted to touching my hair, and that's the reason why I have twisted my hair. So Michael Jackson, what did he say about Prince and when he has a idea? I think he said had something like, if I have an idea, I have to write it down and do it immediately because if I don't, Prince will steal it. And then my computer's on 1%, so it better not die before I get the actual quote. What percent is it? It's literally on 3%. All right. He said, um, hmm, why I can't find the quote. Did Michael Jackson say when he gets a idea he has to work on it immediately or Prince will get it? I think I've heard that. No. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Did Michael Jackson say that when he gets a idea, he has to work on it immediately, or Prince will get the idea? I'm pretty sure he did. Yes, that's a real thing Michael Jackson said. He often talked about how he got a song idea. He had to work on it immediately because if he didn't, God would give it to Prince. So serious. And I say this because every time I have an idea and I don't act on it immediately, somebody gets it. Somebody picks it up. He believed This is the exact quote before my computer dies. If I don't write it down or record it right away, God will give it to Prince. He believed inspiration was divine and very time sensitive, that if you don't honor it by acting, it would move on to someone else. Prince was often his playful benchmark of who might catch it next. It's actually a pretty common creative belief. Elizabeth Gerbert, in her book Big Magic, talks about ideas, excuse me, I'm so sorry, not ladylike, like living entities that will move on to another artist if you don't act on them. Now, what kind of entities are we talking about? That don't sound holy. Anywho's, so yes, Michael said it. Prince also talked similarly about being a vessel. He said his ideas would come from the ether, and he have to record them even at 3 a.m. 3 a.m., honey, that's the hour. So he didn't lose them. Y'all hear that? If you got an idea and it's late at night, like it is right now, you better start acting on it, or somebody else is going to get it. Okay? Now, with that being said, I stayed up here for an hour and 10 minutes. Actually, way past an hour and 10 minutes. What is it? Yeah, I stayed up here a while. So yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, this is like a new series that I'm trying. I had to create some type of member tiership. YouTube told me like, hey, like you need to start this tiership so we can like progress you in the YouTube algorithm. So I think this is kind of going to be a thing where I just keep put on my cute pajamas. I might buy the upgraded version of StreamYard so I can have my cute little background here, and then make it kind of like a little thing where I have my computer here. I'll make it a thing where I can get comfortable because, like I said, sometimes I just don't want to be in the pink room. I don't want to be in the pink room all night sitting up. I just want to be in my bed, my thoughts. We can watch a movie together. We can brainstorm together like we did tonight. We can look up random facts. We can talk about politics. I can be a little more open than I can when I have a video out there for everybody and their mama to view. But if it's in a tiership and I'm saying things that are a little bit out of my ordinary, I know that I have members in there. And if I hear it outside of the member group, I'm gonna talk to everybody about it because okay, this is members only. So how did this information get outside of the group? Then I'm gonna have to look at everybody like the CIA, and I'm gonna have to go through these membership tiers. But anywho's, but let me tell y'all one thing that I won't be doing. This is just for a playback for later because I know how it is. Like it's late at night, so probably people aren't gonna see this till tomorrow and like rewatch it. But I will not be up there twerking. Okay. I know I said I had member tierships, but you can go ahead and write that off. Okay. We're not going to be doing no cooking with Crystal. We're not going to be doing no twerking with Crystal. We're not going to be doing none of that. Okay. The only crazy things I might be saying is some crazy stuff out my mouth as far as facts or talking about aliens, possibly some conspiracy theories. But other than that, that's pretty much all you're going to get from me. Okay. You're not going to be seeing me. Let me show you a little bit of shoulder. Yeah, you see that shoulder? Yeah, that bicep. Is this the bicep area? That's not it. Wait, that's not going to happen. It's not happening, Captain. Okay. Santana said, you said big facts. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go. Santana, now I think about it, what you doing up this late at night? You kept me entertained all night. Me and you talking. Uh, I also have a marathon coming up this weekend, so I really need to start getting sleep. I need to get on the schedule. I know, same thing like yesterday. So today is the first, second, third, fourth. Oh my gosh, my run is in 3 days. All right, so I definitely, plus I'm doing a heist in GTA. Oh, word. Wait, do you have GTA 6? Did that come out already, right? Oh my God, I haven't played GTA since the first one came out. Oh, that shows you how old I am. I'm ashamed. Mm, nah, that's next year. I thought it was this year. Oh my God. We about to get Angels, Aliens, and Robots before GTA 6 is crazy. I do that because I'm always seeing that up in the comment sections on TikTok and Instagram. They're gonna be like, "What the heck is that?" It's my new show. It's my new book. Please go read my book. My link is in the Amazon. The Amazon link is right here. Please, Santana. You think people will buy my book? Do people really like reading anymore? Maybe some like big movie producer might pick it up and be like, "You little weirdo." Fine. You said published and everything. It's just like you said, and I believe they will. You know how they will? You know why they will? Because it's me. I'm gonna make it look real good. Plus, I got the little heavily help desk series. I'm gonna be real cutesy with it. They're gonna be like, I need to find out more about this trilogy they have going on. I'm gonna come to your city and I'm gonna have a play. It's gonna be an in-person play, and I'm gonna sell tickets and I'm gonna go to city and we're gonna have a play show and people just show up and sit down and you're gonna have food and you're gonna have, if they allow, little drinks, maybe like little beers and wines, but you have to be of legal age. Okay. I'm not trying to go to jail for nobody. Okay. And we're gonna have a good time. That's true. And you got a supportive fan base. Okay. I'm about to be out here. I'm about to be William Shakespeare. What would be my equivalent name though? I guess it would just be Crystal Marie. It just needs to sound more fancy. But I guess like Crystal is kind of like the new auntie name now. That's what I've been hearing. And then definitely if you're a Marie, we already know like what year that is. Like you're 80s, 90s for sure. So I guess, that is the equivalent. Play by Crystal Marie. Ooh, where's she from? The UK? No, she from America. She from the South. She real country with it. Crystals and rubies. Oh, that sounds so mythical and magical. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there with that. Okay. Well, I'm excited. I will be up tomorrow. I probably will definitely have to hit the gym. So, what time is it? 2:21. Yeah, I'm trying to go to sleep and then wake up a little bit early. To go to the gym. It's been a couple of days. I feel like I've lost my strength and power, and I don't have flexing power right now. So if somebody was to tell me to flex, I feel like it'll be like that one episode when SpongeBob was like trying to flex and pick up those weights, and it was like two teddy bears on the side, and he went to flex, and like the little muscle fell down. That's what I feel like I'm giving. So tomorrow I have to go in the gym and pump some iron and get like really strong and like play my like gangster playlist so I can leave out like, yeah, I'm ready to take on the world. Brah, 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 brah. That's a funny episode. Wasn't it funny? I be sending my husband that whenever I be leaving the gym. I send him the SpongeBob lifting the weights. I'm like, babe, that was me today. But honestly, I really am strong. I probably could knock somebody out if I wanted to, but I don't do those things. I let God knock them out. You be listening to Key Glock? Yep, I sure do. I be listening to Dolph. I be listening to Gucci Man. I be listening to Duke Deuce. I be listening to. Let me tell you, I be old school for real. Like old school, I be old school Gucci Man for sure. I really need to get this tattoo redone though. It's really fading. I don't know if my running playlist is where you can see it. If it is, you can see some of the songs that I be listening to. I be listening to I gotta get back on that old Gucci Man. I mean, he just really I've been listening to Jeezy. Like you just can't go wrong with the old school, like, my president, but that too. Okay, let me stop. I am a Christian lady. I am. But I be having moments where I be like, not right now. I'm whipping a Pyrex up in this gym. I've never touched a Pyrex a day in my life unless I was actually cooking something. And I meant like actual food. What do you even do with that? Like, you just put stuff in it, or like, do you have to like mix stuff in it? Like, does it make a solution? I don't know. It just sounds good. They always say it in a song. I just know that that's what they be using. Okay, that's the stuff. I wonder do their sales go up because of them? It's kind of crazy. Stop to sell to white people at a museum. You are so bad. What happened? Did you get in trouble? Did you get busted for doing something so crazy with your bad self? I who found out? Somebody had to find out. Nobody found out. If not, I didn't go through with it. Thank God. Child. Let you walk around even with a bat. You said because it was just bacon. Santana said, I gotta get this money. I'm glad you did not go through with it because I would probably not have met you because you probably would have been in a different path of life. That was crazy. If it was the real deal, I'd be telling a different tale. You for sure would be telling a different tale behind jail. You be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this appeal. Sir, this is your 20th appeal. Okay. Santana, I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm proud of you. God, you know that saying, God watches out for babies and fools? You was a fool and a baby, so you had a double whammy. So God watched out for you very nicely. Now you can look back and tell the story. It's okay. I've done some crazy stuff too growing up. I'm like, oh my God, that was only God that saved me from such a just idiotic decision. Like, why would I do that? Like, logically. Like, oh my God. All right, Santana, I really am about to go to sleep, but I will be back tomorrow doing my little dry begging again until the 15th. I just feel like it's going to work out. I'm being positive. I feel like it's going to work out. I'm going to win. I'm going to get this scholarship. Like, yeah, I just know. I just believe it. I believe. But you have fun up on your game. I hope you know what I'm saying, get all the monies in the game and you know what I'm saying, like I don't really know what GTA 5 be giving, but maybe you'll get like a really nice car or something for free, you know what I'm saying? And maybe like a girlfriend or something. I don't know. Like, how does that work? You said it will and you will. Thank you. All right. Well, I hope you have a good night. Good night, everybody. Again, this live basically was just kind of like a first little tester just to see how my membership tiers are going to work and like where I'm going to place it. It's something new I'm trying. I stay up late at night sometimes, so I got to figure it out. You're welcome, Santana. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Don't forget to vote for me. The link is in the bio. Help a girl out. I am trying to get the scholarship. It's $1,000, but it's a lot for me when you've been paying out of pocket. So love y'all. Until next time. Have a good night. Bye, Santana. Talk to y'all tomorrow.